I'm going to break down my last post in 3 different perspectives. The first perspective I'm always going to be coming is from the mom's perspective. And the mom is suing the school district because they're not providing sufficient and free education that they're entitled to, that her daughter's entitled to. So she has a log, and we have to log every single minute that the services, and they rate that is what they worked on, and this and this and that. And also, I understand my learner. My learner, you modify your environment, and you're always living from your learner's lens. Okay, especially as a one-to-one and an ABA therapist, you are living through your learner's lens. And we know where their level is at and how much support they need, because we know that we're prompting them to be independent. So we're going to use the least to most guidance for them to be successful. For instance, zipping up their coat. We know what prompting level they need to, and where to kind of give them the opportunity to shape their behavior to the next step of the task list that they just completed. Okay, so we're generalizing concepts from their daily life through naturalistically as they're reaching these contingencies. And so when it comes to transitions, these kids are stuck in the same classroom. I worked for early intervention elementary. The only time you leave your class is to go to specials or lunch or go outside. Those are the only three times, and you're there 6.5 hours a day. Okay, so yeah, I look forward to transitions when my kids have a lot of service providers. I'm like, great, because that gives us breaks throughout their day where there's no demands. If anything, you're building communication skills, because guess what? Not only are you priming them, you don't know how long the prime is before the transition. So you want to make sure that you give yourself ample time to be able to prime your student, because maybe they're a kid that takes 3 minutes to be ready to actually do the transition. So how am I going to, you always want to be proactive and think the worst. And guess what? Hey, if she does actually go the first time, instead of having to wait 3 minutes for her to pick up the cues and put this away to be ready to transition independently, then now I get to practice. Oh, we could kill time. I know that we're on time. So I'm like, oh, look at this painting. And now you could tack things in the hallway, since we have a 3-minute walk. 3-minute walk in the school is it's a very long walk. Okay. And there's a lot of different contingency. Is it on the first floor? Is it on the second floor? Do you have to go up the stairs? Do you have to go down the elevator? You see what I mean? We're not just thinking in the moment. We're thinking 10 steps ahead, because it's our job to guide our learners to be successful in navigating where they need to go. And also priming them so that they could be aware, oh, right now we have to go to speech. Okay. So transitions are already difficult as it is in the school. So for us to want to be on time, no, that's actually a good thing, because like I said, you're priming up the kid for the next transition. And not only that, but if they are in time, now you get to actually have conversations and pair yourself with reinforcement and always build rapport and, practice. Oh, who are we going to play with? Do you want anyone to play with? Or what we want to do for, letting them know what's further along their day, especially so they could be look forward to something, but also to if they're a kid that can be easily redirected, I want to go over there. You're keeping the momentum going, because they're motivated to have a conversation with you, because it's relatable and it's reciprocated. I said 3 points of abuse. Oh, and then me as a therapist. So it's I know that not only am I controlling the environment around me, but I'm also controlling it for our learner. And I know that he can't advocate right now, that it might be too loud. So it's my job to prompt him hey, or leave little stickers or visuals so he knows, oh, if I see it, she doesn't need to prompt me to do it. Because I needed a visual to remember to put my headphones on, because we're about to go to the cafeteria and it's loud in there, and I get over and it hurts. I can't even eat my food in there because it's so loud. Okay? Yeah. People forget, especially in the schools, it's easy for people to just picture things from their lens. And as a behavioral analyst and an environmental analyst, we're not only thinking about our sex, because we understand that it's our behavior and that learner's environment that is either going to reinforce or put on punishment that behavior. So as the one-to-one that's guiding the behavioral perspective, oh, you're getting overstimulated, so now you're engaging in behavior because you're trying to escape the overstimulation, but you can't communicate that you're overstimulated right now. So, hey, as a behavior analyst and a behavioral specialist, we could actually pick up the precursor behaviors and start pairing and understanding ABCs and realize the function is escape. And then we realize, okay, this sound is a little too loud, because when he starts getting aggravated, you see precursor behavior. He starts shaking his leg, he gets a little flustered, and then it turns into the meltdown. So what we want to do is find those proactive measures first, so that we could actually change the environment immediately and help others, because the teacher's not going to know that he's about to explode, but I know. So it's my job to, hey, you want to go for a walk, and let's escape this environment before he does explode in the classroom. Do you see what I mean? So behavioral analysts and RBTs, we're constantly thinking about the environment. We're constantly thinking about the people's behavior in the environment, and we're trying to be proactive so that other people do not get hurt or the classroom does not get destroyed, and our kid can actually not have to feel like they have to mask all school day, and they learn to advocate and speak up for themselves and know, hey, I'm getting a little flustered right now. Let me go take a break. Do you see what I mean? And I don't want you to think I'm like attacking you, because I swear I'm not. I just get really passionate because nobody understands the perspective that's everyone. You need to think of everybody in the room. Everybody. At all times. Like the proximity of students. Oh, I see a freaking, they're outside and there's trees back there and he's known to get sticks and throw them at kids. Yeah, I'm going to stand a little bit closer. You know what I mean? You constantly remember a behavior because you have to remember if that behavior happened here, it could happen again. So now it's kind of like a target. And whenever you reach that target, because you've paired it with a behavior, because you know he had a behavior here before. So now whenever you're experiencing it, you don't know if that behavior is going to occur again, but you know that it did. So you're going to become more mindful of how you are and what areas of the park or the school where you can trust them to go farther away, because he is capable of, being alone and not hurting somebody else. You see what I mean? And I saw a post too that a teacher got mad at a 1-to-1 because the staff didn't help with the other kids. Are you kidding me? That 1-to-1 is specifically for that kid on the IEP. Like, heck no. Like, here and there you can help, but you're not going to be walking around the classroom gluing everyone's little duck feet on the, like, no. Nope. You better act like I'm a shadow. And yes, I'll be a chaperone here and there, but like for the most part, this is my priority, this kid. And it's my priority to make sure that he is safe, but not only him, also everyone else in the environment safe. So don't ever put the 1-to-1 in the position where they feel like they have to help with the whole classroom. Trust me, we want to, and we do little when we can. But nope, the priority is always going to be the learner. And let's talk about the pushing part. Parents push for these goals. The school pushes back. Okay, let's be honest. It's always the parents versus the schools. And parents, if you advocate, you can get whatever the heck you want. So, yes. So, then I was in a very unique position because the family was suing both school districts that the student was in, and they got me into the IEP, which was a whole company. So the school district had to sign a contract with my boss just to have me in as the 1-to-1, because I was doing home services for her for years, and she didn't trust nobody else with her daughter besides me. So I was in this position where I was also a target, but guess what? We were in that school for 3 years, and everyone knew that lawsuit probably is still going on. But they knew that the parents were suing the district because of the PPTs, and they knew that I worked in the home, so they saw me as like, okay, I don't know if I could trust Christina, or yeah, she is cool, I could trust her. You see what the vibe I had to be. You always are remaining neutral in your environment, because at the end of the day, it's the learner who we're advocating for. They're our top priority. And I understand the parents' points of view. Absolutely, I would advocate for all the help too. And then I also understand the school district's point of view because it's expensive, but also the teacher's point of view because they're all overwhelmed. Like, the lack of support that they have in the public schools is terrible. And it's like, I get everyone's ends. So it's like, we are literally the neutral person, and nobody understands our position because they think we're just there for the behaviors. And it's not just regular aggressive behaviors. It's, building the confidence, writing their name on the paper, zipping up their coat, staying in line, transitioning in the hallway with no problems. Like, you see what I mean? The inflexibility, like the not reaching for the art teacher's cart stuff. That's what she's walking by while the art stuff, he's not trying to reach into the cart. You see what I mean? Behaviors are not just the maladaptive behaviors that we are called in for help. It's behaviors to help them support and navigate through their daily life, not just school life, daily life. Washing your hands, like being aware, blowing their nose, making sure the dignities they looked appropriate, they're not dirty, that they're clean, and like that they can advocate and become thrive for independence.